Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, let's quickly look at what is Sitecore publishing and what are the various ways we can publish the content. Let's get started. If you log into CMS, there are multiple places we can publish. Let's see first one. So if you go to start menu, click on it, there is an option called publish site. So click on this. We can either publish from here, this is a publish site, or close this. We are on one item here, so builders. Just navigate to in the ribbon publish, then you have the option here publish. So either you can publish site, which gives the same option as when you select from the start menu, and also if you can select publish item, that means you are only trying to publish only single item. So these are the options. Let's quickly talk about what are the various options available for us. So from here we can see majorly three options, three publishing types you can say. So first, the republish is the simplest one because it just publishes, copies all the content from master database to web database. And smart publishes, as quickly mentioned here, difference between source and target. So whenever we select smart publish and publish it, it goes full tree, it traverses the full tree in the master database and compares to goes to each and every item and compares that same item in the web database. If there is any difference, then it will publish those items from master DB. If there are no item differences, it will skip that item. So it will, like heavy operation, it will just traverse full tree. And incremental publish is, as the name suggests, again it is like only changed items. So how does it track? Sitecore have one table called publishing queue. So whenever new publish happens, that publishing queue gets cleared. So just imagine after the publish happened, now whatever the item is changed or updated, it keeps an entry or it keeps a track and make an entry into the publishing queue table. So whenever the next time we are publishing using incremental publish, it goes to the publishing queue table and it reads all the rows and it identifies which are all the items need to be published, and it will publish them and clears the publishing queue table. So those are the three options mainly. And incremental publish is only available when you are publishing whole site. It will not be, that option is not available when you are publishing only item. So just that's the only difference. Otherwise smart publish and republish are available for all the options, even if you publish item or publish whole site. Let's quickly talk about publishing language. In this instance, currently we only have English. If at all you are dealing with a multilingual site, you would have multiple options, so English and other languages, whichever options you have, and we can select which language we want to publish, so that options will be there. And publishing target. So publishing target is, in simplest term, you can say this is a database. So this is called web database now. Master and web, right? We spoke in previous videos. Master is the database where all the versions and all the languages and even the draft content, everything will be reside. Web will only have a published one and workflow approved content. So this publishing target is web. In this case, we can add our own custom publishing targets. There are various steps involved. So if we if we do that steps, configuration and some items, everything, then we will get one more entry here. For that, we need to create another web DB and add a connection string and do all the other configuration steps. Then you would get that option as well. In which scenarios we use that? Why do we need two web databases? In some scenarios, here if you want to publish to web, it need to be workflow approved. But imagine a scenarios where content authors want to preview the content on web database, even the content which is not approved yet. So in that cases, we can create something called preview web. So for in that, if we want to publish it, we can publish even not approved content as well. Then it will be available at the preview configured site. So those are the multiple options here, and there are other options as well. If you go to publish and item, so as I said, like incremental is not present for the publish item, but there are extra options. So publish sub items. So as it is a tree structure, if we want to publish all the children and the descendants, not only single level, bottom level as well. So it will publish all the sub items if we select this option. And publish related items, this is a little tricky. So you can see publish all references to the item. References in a sense, we have seen before, like carousel component. Carousel component, we have selected slides as a data source, source, multilist field and all. So in that case, when you are publishing carousel only, let me show you here quickly. So just imagine carousel. So we are on this sample carousel. If we are publishing this item and selected that publish, select this publish related items, then what happens is it will publish this professional builder, we are professional, we are trusted, these items also from here if they are not published yet. So that is where like the relation items happens. And also if you are publishing page, that can publish data source items also, but also we need to keep in mind that everything need to be state of already workflow approved. So those content only can go. So but just little heavy operation, but otherwise related items. So these are the like different variations you have if you publish on the item level or if you publish in the site level. And this publish option from the content editor, as you saw, it comes here, as well as from the individual item level, from the ribbon it comes, as well as we also have from the what we call from the experience editor. So this is one thing. And just little bit about publishing settings. So you see here there is a timer and publish icon. So click on this, change. If we want to make some item publishable or available only for certain number of days or from certain duration, like from date and to date, we can configure here. And also if you don't want it to be publishable, you can mark this as unpublished, so it will not publish. And also we can do it like item level. So these are versions. Currently we only have one version. If we want to add, we can come here and add a new version. So that can be done. And just a sec. So in that case, so which version we want to enable, which version we do not want to enable, we can handle it here. And which version we want to enable it for certain duration. Generally, if there is any festive season that component content is only looks good or relevant for the duration only, then we will enable like that. Then after the time duration, it will fall back to the previous version. Then whole item itself, we want to control it like that, so we can control it. And targets, yeah, anyway, again publishing targets, if we want to control that as well. Just remember, we can schedule this. Just remember, if you schedule that, Sitecore will not trigger some schedule and do that operation. So for that, we need to configure some scheduled publish jobs as well. Then that job need to be keep running whenever it sees, okay, this item is falling in the duration, then it will pick it up. So there are some things around that as well. but I hope overall you get some idea about publishing now. So that's all for this video. See you on next one. Thank you for watching.